Hey folks, I'm Jack Fossett, and welcome to this demo and review of the Flaxwood CCH CC Master guitar. This guitar is really cool, and some of you who follow me may notice that this is actually the second demo of this guitar that I've done. I did another video of this guitar this past summer, and so here's the story behind it. This guitar I got through trade locally, and it's something that I'd always had my eye on because my local store, Buck Dancer's Choice in Portland, Maine, carries Flaxwood guitars, and I always thought they were very stunning. They looked really cool. So I got the opportunity to trade for this one, and I really liked it. It needed a little bit of work. It needed replacement of the dot inlays on the side, and there was a grounding issue and everything. And all that being said, I really enjoyed the guitar. Now, the other thing was that the bridge pickup was swapped out for a lace alumitone Riffian P90. Now, I did the video of the guitar as is, and I was really enjoying it, and I played it for some gigs this summer, and I thought it was a really cool guitar. It really worked. It was very different. It's a fully hollow guitar, and it's made of a composite wood material that's eco-friendly from Finland. This is something of their own design. It's an elegant shape. It's got this really beautiful kind of like curved arch top, very much akin to a violin. It's a little bit smaller. The back is super elegantly done. It's really very much a work of art in a lot of ways, and it's modern, but it's retro, which I like. It's very modern and it's very different, but it's got kind of a classic feel to it in its own way. You know, the F hole here that is very elegantly done. So, the other part of that is that the tone is very, very different. This is not your typical guitar. It does not have the woody warmth that you expect from a lot of guitars. However, that's not a bad thing in this case. It has its own thing going. It has a nice resonance to it. It has a nice acoustic quality to it, and the tone, the pickup's tone is what you would expect from a guitar, but the resonance is different, and the resonance has more of a cool airiness to it, and again, it does not have the woody warmth to it. So this video kind of doubles as a, do I still like it? And the answer is yes, I still really like this guitar. I did get some of the things taken care of. So I had the person actually at Buck Dancer's Choice who does work for me. He took care of the side dot inlays. I took care of the grounding issue myself. I had actually broken one of these little flaps on the back, but this whole piece is replaceable. So I got a brand new replacement back piece. And the last thing is this bridge pickup, which it was the Riffian. Now that's not stock. Stock, they come with P90s, which matches this Rautia Charlie Christian soap bar sized pickup very well. This is a pickup I'm really enamored with. I really like it. It's smooth and it's rich and it's buttery, but it also has great articulation. I had actually never played a Charlie Christian pickup before getting this guitar, and now that I have this guitar and have this pickup, I'm kind of in love with them, and I want to get Charlie Christian pickups in other guitars too. It's just really, really great neck tone. This in the bridge before was the Lace Aluma Riffian P90, which was a humbucker, and it's an extremely aggressive soap bar P90. Now, did it sound good? Sure, it sounded good, but I noticed particularly after playing it live a few times, when I played it live, I never went up to the bridge pickup because it was too much in contrast. Now, that's for me, that's my personal taste, but in this guitar, and again, in contrast with this other pickup, I didn't think it fit. So I wanted to go back to the way this guitar would have been stock, which would have had a P90. So rather than tracking down and getting what the original P90 would have been, I had this one custom made for me from Josh at Righteous Sound Pickups, who makes excellent pickups. I have a bunch of his pickups and other guitars. I trust him very much as a pickup winder, and I thought it would be cool to get a staple P90. So I commissioned him to build me this staple Alnico P90 that would fit in the bridge position and match this pickup really well. And he did a beautiful job with it. It looks great. It's a handsome kind of looking pickup. He did a great job with the staple magnets, and it's way more balanced tonally now. It's not exactly what the original would have been like, because the original would have had a different P90 in here, but way closer than having the Riffian in there. And this guitar has so much character on its own that kind of just having a P90 in there brings it much back to what it originally would be. Now, the new CCH/CC models also have the tortoiseshell pickguard. I believe they have a tortoise cover on this pickup, and then they have gold hardware. This is a slightly older one, but it's just a really, really cool, unique guitar. It's very comfortable with the, you know, the arch top. Your arm kind of slides over it nicely. It's, again, very elegantly done. It's a lovely guitar. It's kind of a head turner, which is really cool. Very simple controls. You have volume and tone and a three-way switch, and I haven't been left wanting anything more with this guitar. It just is a really neat guitar. It's a little smaller body-wise than other guitars, so it's very comfortable to sit and hold, and it's comfortable to perform with. And again, it's a cool tone, it's a usable tone, but it's also a unique tone, and that is hard to come by nowadays. There's so many guitars out there, and a lot of good guitars, but many of them play similarly and sound similarly, or sound like something that you're, you know, familiar with. And this is something that kind of breaks out of that box, which is really neat. So you've just heard this Rautia neck Charlie Christian pickup. Next, I'm going to play the middle setting and then just the Righteous Sound Pickups staple P90 here that I had Josh build for me that's in the bridge position. I'm plugging into a Franklin Amps 5E3, and I'm also using a pair of One Control pedals. I'm using a One Control Prussian Blue Reverb just to add a little bit of air. By the way, I have that pedal on in almost all my videos just to add a little bit of air. That's my favorite reverb pedal, and I use it all the time. And for the overdriven tones, I'm using a One Control Honeybee Overdrive. So let us know what you think of this. So again, I've had this for a while now. I have done some changes to it, but the changes have been to bring it back a little bit, you know, to just slightly better condition and closer to what it was, what it originally would have been. I like this guitar a lot. It's unique, but in a usable way that's more than just a novelty, right? When the novelty wore off, when it wasn't just, oh, this is new and different, I still like this guitar. So I think with something kind of different, that's about one of the best things that you could say. By the way, this is not a sponsored demo by anyone. This is brought to me that, you know, I bought this pickup. This was not sponsored by Righteous Sound Pickups. This was not sponsored by Flaxwood. This is all just because I find this an interesting piece that I thought you'd all like to hear. So I'll stop talking now. We're going to get to the other pickup settings. Here's some more tones. You can hear this custom-made bridge P90, and Righteous Sound Pickups does custom order pickups if you want them, so I'll put a link to them down in the description. I'm Jag Fossett. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Check out Flaxwood Guitars and Righteous Sound Pickups, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.